disponible y siendo moda. Yo te quiero pero déjame. No me amas, eso se te ve. Y si sigues pues agárrate, que esta chica no la vuelva a ver. Yo te quiero pero déjame. No me amas, eso se te ve. Y si sigues pues agárrate, que esta chica no la vuelva a ver. Solo quiero ser no lo que quiera.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to MTG Live. This is your boy Q, and of course, as you can see, I got the MTG crew with me on tonight. Of course, my boy Hendrix is in the building. Miss Shimmy 2.0.16 is in the building. Arbor, not Barbara, is below me. And last but not least, the star of the show. We can't do nothing without her. Miss Mo Swag is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Mo Swag?
He's starting. I think he's starting already. He is starting already.
Let me tell you, Mo gave me some good advice this week, y'all.
That's the only reason why your friend.
Mo gave me some schooling this week. I appreciate you, Mo. Love you.
No, it's that we can't do anything without her. We can't do nothing with her.
I don't have my bill. My bill is over there. I'm gonna get my bill in a minute.
However, the good thing is that when you have a strong black woman, 9 times out of 10, you can't do shit with her no way.
Pretty much. You
know.
And and thank goodness, honestly, that we have strong black women with Mash Gas. I appreciate all the ladies or whatever. And sometimes every last one of them pinches a nerve of 6, but nobody can pinch a nerve like Mo Swag. Mo Swag can pinch a nerve. Mo can make you dislike her so bad and won't care. And that's the thing that make you mad sometimes. She just don't give a shit. And then I just stop getting mad and say, well, if she don't give a shit, I don't either. And then so, but we love Mo.
Why are you cursing? Why are you cursing? And what shirt do you have on today?
I didn't curse.
So what shirt do you have on today with the flower in the middle? What flower? Have you been baking, cooking? Look at your shirt in the middle. It looked like you got flour, or the gray from your chin is on your shirt.
You know what? I'm eating. She said the gray from your chin. The gray from your chin.
At first,
look at the shirt.
This is a part of the shirt. It says Chicago. That's what it says. And it's a part of the design. You see, it's on the design. It's a part of the shirt, Mark. Now I could ask you why you got on that pussy red lipstick, but I ain't ask you that.
You play too much.
First of all, this is red. I don't know what you be doing and where you be going. It should be pink, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Red, that's nasty. But Lord, ew.
But this is the man who got the gray hair on the back, so we don't know what's going on.
And on his shirt, apparently.
I ain't wearing no red lipstick.
No, you're not. And if you did, you'd be a little sus, as the kids say. You little sus.
No, if I was putting on red lipstick, I'd be ugly. Very ugly.
I don't have time. I'm not.
All right. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and move on with the show. We should appreciate everybody again. It's an MTG Mother's Day. That means that we get to do Mother's Day our way because that's what we always do. And so definitely if you want to comment, make sure you go ahead and drop your comments. Thank you so much to all our social media outlets, Twitch, YouTube. Oh my God. Listen, if you guys haven't been checking us out, checking our podcast out, man, my boy Hendrix really hooked up MTG for every podcast. If you're listening out there, thank you so much to Spotify. Thank you so much to Anchor.
Spotify. If you don't know
whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Deacon. It ain't Spotify.
And Anchor. Thank you so much, guys. We should appreciate you guys listening to us. I was looking at some of the numbers. Shout out to Singapore. Thank you for listening to us. Shout out to, I think, Venezuela. Thank you so much for listening to us. We appreciate all that because, you know, when we were at the After Party Radio, we touched a lot more countries. And so we definitely want to be able to keep pushing that because we want to bring our international listeners back into us. And we were getting thousands of them. And we miss them.
The people in France loved us, especially on Saturday.
Right.
On Saturday night, according to Reggie. And all I could say was bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Is it bonsoir or bonjour?
No, good evening. Good evening.
Oh,
bonsoir.
Okay.
Bonsoir.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so we missed them. And your boy Hendrix got his voice on first. On every podcast, you get to hear Hendrix introduce the show, and then the show go right into it. And I was like, wow. I was like, how long? And so shout out to our
technology.
To the intern for that.
Technology. Shout out to technology. Spotify.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I ain't studying on people talking about my verbiage. You know, we appreciate it. Because I know one thing. I know how to count my money. Now that I can do.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You know how to count that shirt?
Yes, I do too. It costs $15.99. I counted that.
Hey Bridget, how you doing?
Hey Reggie, how you doing?
Right now, that intern that I had put in a lot of work, and I appreciated him. And I bought him a very, very nice steak dinner for him and his boyfriend.
Him and
Reggie, that was it?
Him and his boyfriend.
Reggie, that was it?
Real.
A steak dinner?
Yeah. Him and his boyfriend.
He get all the other rewards at home.
Homie.
Reggie, can we get him can we go to Louis Vuitton and get him I don't know. Or Gucci and get him something? I don't know.
We don't do Gucci. Gucci canceled.
Well, I don't go to Gucci, but you know, I'm a little, you know, I'm cheap with my funds.
Look here, I'm gonna tell you right now. This young gentleman knows the value of networking. And he understands that when he wants to be in the position I'm in, and I have the network connections that he wants and desires, for me to provide him with a steak dinner and hooking him up with a couple of contacts that can help further his career.
So that knowledge went up.
Where do I sign up?
At that steak, you know what? So at that steak dinner, honey, there was a lot of information, molding, explaining how things are done and how I understand. So it ain't just steak and potatoes, baby. I got you now. Why is he back? Why is he back?
Mo, please don't make me spit this soup all over the screen.
Well, see, this is what I
thought like that while
I thought he was gonna be ghost just like he was on the meet the other night.
Yeah, like you missed me no way. When I called back, you didn't answer. So what's the big deal?
Mo,
because you called
I didn't answer
after the meet.
Oh no, Mo, you did answer. Mo's the only one.
I did answer. You know what I said?
Already, we had the meeting with
Mo. Mo was the only one answered. I said,
we know we had the meeting prior to you not answering the first time.
And Reggie, this is what I said. I said, you know, when the professor don't show up the first 10 minutes, you sign the list and you go. And that's what we did.
Shout out to my boy Hendrix, because Hendrix was the only one that said, "Are you okay? You know, you good?" Not now, one of y'all.
You want to know how we knew you was okay?
First of all, I didn't know that you didn't show up.
Wait.
I didn't show up because I was on a podcast already.
You know why
you on a podcast?
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Skinny and Mo.
Okay.
You know why or how we knew you was okay? You want to know how?
Because you had that shirt on.
Because you called back.
Afterwards, though.
There you go. You called back. Now, had you not called back, we might have raised a red flag. But you called back.
Honey, no.
What you know?
What day was that on? Is that on Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, baby, I got to lay it down. Next day Thursday is very hectic on a Thursday for me, so I got to lay it down. And I was in the bed when he called.
I was on my way to drink tequila.
Wait a minute, Mo turned that darn phone up to that roof so quick.
I'm like, what? What?
Like, what do you want now?
Really? Right.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started real quick. Like
Let's get started with the show. What's going to happen? Tell us.
Oh, real quick. Let's do it, Mo. We got to put this out there because I don't want people to be mad. Viewer discretion is advised.
Conversation is our opinion and for your entertainment only. Age 18 plus to watch, but we prefer 21 and over.
We do, and that goes for listeners too.
This was my first time doing it, so I'm good.
That's for listeners too. All right, y'all. First thing I want to talk about, again, it's the MTG Mother's Day, right? So the first thing I felt like, we want to talk about mothers and stuff before we do a hot topic in between. I want to first of all talk about one thing that's really bothered me, I think, over the years, and we really hadn't just publicly said it. I want to talk about ghetto names. Now, I have a problem. Now, it's Mother's Day weekend, and we know it's Mother's Day weekend, and we're going to talk real nice about our mamas in a minute. But I want to talk to you mothers, and I want to ask y'all what the hell is going on with you guys naming people you ghetto names. So I went over to the store, no problem. I promise you, went over to the store Tuesday. Was at the store. I ain't going to say what store it is because once I say this baby's name, y'all going to know what store she worked at. So I got over to the store.
You went to Dollar
and when I got to the store, she was, I was bringing my stuff out, and all I heard in my ears was, and this is no bullshit. Somebody called this baby name, and they said, Swaquita.
Walmart or Dollar Tree? Walmart or Dollar Tree? Which store was you at? Or Family Dollar?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a Family Dollar name right there.
She couldn't be at Aldi
at all. She couldn't be at Target
Walmart.
She went at Central Market.
She was at
or
Walmart.
Trader Joe's.
Now, okay. Now that's my point, y'all. That's my point. Now I just heard like Mo, she ain't at Central Market, saying she ain't over at that store, and all this kind of stuff. But when you got a name like that, what do you do? Because I ain't saying that. I mean, I know her Swaquita is horrible, and we have a Shakalandria at Kimball that went to school with us. I remember her, and there are a few people that got some ghetto names. So
you pay the good money to change your name.
But that's what I'm saying is what option do you have when you have people like Mo say you ain't gonna never work at Central Market, but then you got somebody naming their kids all kind of crazy stuff. Where does that come from? Why we do that? Why we do that?
Listen, I understand that to us that is a ghetto name. People think my name is ghetto. Most people think my name is white. But coming from a family of different names, because I have a lot of cousins with different names, it's not so much of it being ghetto. It's a matter of how you carry yourself and how people treat you, or how you want people to treat you. Because I work in a call center, I hear all kind of names. I have one supervisor. She is actually an assistant vice president, and her name is Tawanika. So it's not a matter of if the name is ghetto or not. It's what you settle for in life.
Okay.
If you want to continue working at Walmart, or you want to continue to be at Family Dollar, whatever, more power to you. It pay the bills. But it has nothing to do with the name. It's what you are wanting to do with your life. To me, that's just my opinion.
But there are a lot of successful women that have names.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's Mo, what you got? Because
Mo, no, you don't want me to touch that one, honey. You don't want me to touch that. No,
Reggie had his hand up.
Okay, Arbor, go Arbor, because maybe
I need Reggie to go.
Oh, okay.
You want me to go? Why?
Ladies first.
I'm been in a hiring position more often than not with the companies that I deal with, or for the properties that I managed. And going through your application, if I can't spell your name, you're going to the bottom of the list. I need to be able
Now,
to spell it and pronounce it without referencing your application.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I've been even a part of processes, and I've seen somebody have a name, and then it's like, oh, next. I
now,
mean, now is that wrong?
I'm gonna
Everybody
tell
should
you
get
right now.
the equal opportunity to do what we need to do. And if somebody named, Jarquavius is out there, and his name comes up on the application, and he say, okay, you just call me JQ for short. He can't help his name. He can't
Look
help
here. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. There's a difference in your application and your resume. Couple of things that matter. Number one is your name, and depending on the position you're in or you're applying for, is your education and your experience. The first thing that I need these mothers to understand is
Parents.
when you give your child a name, you have to understand that's the first thing somebody's going to see on a resume or application. It may be cute when they little, but here's the thing. My full government name, when I walk in the door, even after a phone screening, when I walk in the door, they're shocked. I need people to understand that you have to get out of this mentality. There's nothing wrong with giving your child a unique name. Make it their middle name, not their first name. You want them to have a unique name, that's cool and fine. Make it their middle name, not their first name. That's just my opinion, because I'm gonna tell you right now, just like Arbor, I'm in a hiring position now. If I see this name, it's just like, that's what I'm doing with the resume. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Arbor.
A lot of people forget
them.
that your name carries meaning. I came with you. I'm
I'm
done.
done with Tyler.
Say,
Tyler.
Wrong
Taylor,
to
Taylor.
say.
Lord, I'm done with
Your
Taylor.
names have meanings.
Yes.
And,
Mhm.
we can go biblical because, y'all will understand because y'all were there. When Abraham, I didn't
Wow,
say
I like
anybody
that you slid that
specific. I
in.
I
just,
didn't know if y'all was gonna catch that.
I just threw that in
She
there.
just slid that in.
She was looking at Mo when she said it. She was
I,
looking at
I'm looking at all of y'all. Y'all are on one screen.
she was
Take
looking
me
at
out of
Mo.
that. Mm-mm.
However, the point is names have a meaning. And whether or not you realize it, you tend to live up to those names. So go and find your closest definition of your name in a dictionary or on one of those naming sites and see if the attributes fit you. I learned that when I named my son Aiden. Obviously, a white name. His name is Aiden James. He will always get through both over the phone and on resume. But Aiden means little fire.
Well, I haven't had issues with my
And
name. Most
he
people think
lives
I'm
up
white
to
either
that.
way. So
Yes, you have.
Huh? Say it
the
again.
Yes, you
only
have.
time, and I can tell you right now, the most people that I have issues with my name now growing up are black people. Black people have the hardest time saying Shimberlin. They want to call me Shimberly. They want to call me Kimberlin. There is no way that you got a K where SH stands. There's no way.
We went
Black
we
people.
went to school with a Kimberly.
I don't.
My principal stood up at graduation and pronounced my name wrong. How? When I was an office aide for 2 years. I don't understand how you got up there and said my name wrong.
Let me tell you one thing about it's not really a ghetto name. It's not ghetto names or not ghetto names. Let me tell you what people do. And they do this, and I've done this, and I ain't no good. But your name means everything, right? It's who you are. It's your moniker. But when people mispronounce your name or do not take the time to properly enunciate your name or pronounce your name, that's you talking about microaggression right there. They
Very
doing
much.
it on purpose. They're doing it because they're trying to throw shade. Like when I see, this is the example I always use because I'm trying to get Shimmy and Arbor married off. When I met Jorge had a name on his name tag. It was George, and I was like, "Is your name George?" He was like, "No, it's really Jorge, but it's easier for other people to say." I said, "What's the name that your mama gave you?" He's like, "Jorge." I said, "Well, then that's when I call you. I'm not gonna disrespect your mama." But when people mispronounce your name or something like this, like Perez, it's Perez. It's not Perez. It ain't got no S on it. It's
Yeah,
Perez. It's
Pettis.
Martinez. You gotta roll a R. If you can't roll a R, try to roll a R. Don't
Hold on,
disrespect
Mom.
nobody.
This just like San Jacinto. People
Yep.
call it San Jacinto. It's San Jacinto. You gotta
I thought
pronounce
the
it
J,
properly.
yes, I thought the J wasn't pronounced right.
It's
It's an
pronounced
H,
as an H,
As an H.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
Jorge.
just like Jorge.
And I
Wow.
hate when they do that. So it's not really ghetto names. It's a microaggression. It's people,
Well,
and I have placed the applications on the side. I have.
I think it's understanding that when you name a child,
Yes.
right? Now, I have not gone through this process, but understanding the corporate America, I understand corporate America very well. The least little thing can cost you a job,
Yes. So don't
right?
give them a read.
The least little thing can cost you a job.
Don't
Yeah.
give them a read.
Don't believe me? Here we go.
That's right.
I had a buddy, Prairie View A&M. I'm at Texas A&M. Same major, same GPA. We both got a job right out of college working for the same type of company. I'm making 15 grand more than him out the gate. His GPA was higher than mine. He actually had more experience than me. But out the gate, I'm making 15 grand more than him. My education, where I went to school, and his name. His
Wow.
government name. He goes by CJ. I'm not going to call him out. But if you saw his name, you'd be like, what the hell is that? Your mama actually named you that.
And the weird spellings don't make it any easier too.
Right.
It doesn't.
Right.
You can have a whole normal name, but it be spelled.
You don't want your name to come up as an error when you go to spell check.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no.
mine does.
No, what you don't want is your name so difficult to spell that your credit report is jacked up.
I got a simple name that's gonna be jacked up for life. My mom was a teacher for so many years before she
Your
was
name's
forced
not
to retire.
simple.
No. Not I said my mom was a teacher. So one of her students' names was ABCD.
I thought that was on. I've seen that on a meme. I've
That
seen that on
baby's
a meme.
name is obesity.
Yeah. Or the one, what's the other one? And this is a true story. That they named that child in the alphabet, or say it called a Noel. It is M. It was something like that. And they just left the L out in the straight alphabet, so they called it Noel.
I mean, even think about those kids
And those are real names
that are now, what is it, Generation Alpha or whatever, these new kids that are coming up, the 2011 to now kids, they have all kinds of names. I've seen, like, even when COVID came out, that lady that named her twins, one was Corona and the other one was something else. Like, y'all do some of the stupidest crap for acknowledgement. Who's to say your child gonna grow up and be an Instagram influencer?
But I don't really think it's the generation. I just think it's the socioeconomic class.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So real quick, while we talking about moms and stuff like that, what I would like to do is acknowledge a mom real quick. I mean, well, actually, she's not a mom, but she has been a mom to a lot of people. She's a great influence. Our MTG Beauty of the Week, Miss April Atkins. Y'all give it for Miss April Atkins. That's my girl. That is my girl. Listen, Miss April Atkins is an entrepreneur. She is, I believe, she has her own jewelry business with paparazzi. I believe she's not an executive officer of paparazzi, so she has made a great living with that, and she's doing really, really good. She used to train me at Santander, Scusa in Louisville. She,
Don't tell nobody else that.
whatever. Great girl. Got was promoted 2-3 times. Lovely person. Country girl. Love family. You know, that's my girl, Miss April Atkins. Y'all give it up for. That's a paparazzi necklace around her neck. If you want to holler at her, she's gonna be sending us her link information because something's going on with it, and she's gonna send it back to us, and we'll put it up for you. Cool. So congratulations, girl. We miss you. Come back on the show real soon, Miss April Atkins.
Can you put Taylor's comment up there?
Taylor's comment? Sure.
I can't stand you, Taylor.
At least the child is a winner. The child gets nowhere.
Oh, Taylor. Oh, goodness. Goodness.
I'm about to send you a link, man. Keep on playing. I'm gonna send your ass a link. Keep on.
Oh Lord, he ain't been on here with the whole crew, has he?
He ain't been on here with ours, but Taylor been doing a bunch of stuff this week. He if y'all haven't been to his Facebook page, he been giving out some good advice this week, fellas.
Man, he was on. Man, dude, yeah, he dropped some knowledge like serious, you know.
That live he did Monday, that thing was 3 hours long. I watched every bit of it.
Well, damn.
Did you get some help?
What's that? It wasn't for me. He was talking to the fellas.
Oh.
We got some help on Sunday.
Shut up. I don't need no more help from you. I can't call y'all when I want to call y'all. I don't need no more help from y'all. Okay? None. But just know that I'm still in the dough, Arbor. So I'm good.
Honey, that was the whole point.
But the question is,
wait a minute, we busted that dough all the way in.
You said what? What, Mo?
It's all the throw up out the car. Who does
all the throw up
that?
is out the car. All the throw up is out the car. I had to get my car detailed. Yes. All the throw up is out the car.
But don't you feel like you ain't too old to be going up in your damn car?
Let me tell you something.
I mean, the car that you pay for, you gonna get that drunk. And listen, I stopped throwing up in my car when I was 23.
Did you tell them you threw up in the car? Because I didn't post it.
Yes, she told us.
It wasn't on purpose, but apparently some things happened.
She didn't get drunk on purpose, Mo. I mean, the liquor just slid down her damn throat.
Was it drunk on purpose? Was not drunk on purpose. No, but it happened, and so
y'all got me cleaning out my wallet.
I just took that. Oh, I didn't clean out my wallet. Some other people did, but it is what it is.
Can we go to the next subject?
Yeah.
I would share a picture, but they're not pretty.
Oh yeah,
okay.
the pictures ain't pretty.
We talking about mamas, right?
03.
It was a bunch of mamas that I was out with on Sunday. A whole bunch of mamas. They all was mamas.
Yeah, listen, if y'all ain't seen,
they all go up in the car.
Y'all need to go and look at Miss Shimmy's.
I was gonna say one other one did.
Y'all need to go look at on Miss Shimmy's page and look at that fruit roll up contest and seeing all them women's gyrating their neck and throwing it.
All of them women are mothers.
And they just
all
like
of them
Reggie.
I missed it this year. Won last year.
Oh,
yeah,
like,
Arbor won last year. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, Arbor's team won last year.
Reggie, you remember that game, Hungry Hippos? How that thing?
Shut up, fool.
All right, we talking about mothers, right? So real quick, one more thing I want to do real quick before we get a little serious about our mamas. What did mama catch you doing?
Nothing.
Did your mama ever catch you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing? Reggie, I'm gonna start with you. Have your mama ever caught you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
I'm gonna just say this. I have gotten several ass beatings for shit that I didn't do that honestly were well received and well deserved for shit that she did not catch me doing. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'll wait on the detail.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I am 42 years old. there are still some things my mother does not know about me, and I prefer to keep it that way.
Amen.
Lab Rat, you have to go to my Facebook page. It's public. You can see it. It's from last Friday. You can go watch it.
Look, I'm sorry. It's just some things that will go to my grave. And I just hope that my father does not get in a compromising situation to snitch on me.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, come on, Tailgate 2021. Come on, Tailgate 2021, because I got
I'm here for it.
I got questions.
Miss Shimmy.
Oh, no. Pops is solid. Look here.
Oh, yeah. Pops ain't gonna never crack.
You ain't gonna break Pops. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Now, moms can probably break Pops. Anybody else? You ain't gonna break Pops.
That's all right. I know where she lived too.
Miss Shimmy, what did Mama catch you doing?
Eating Little Debbie's and ice cream, cookies, all the stuff that I shouldn't have ate. That's why I was 370 pounds by the time I was 18 years old.
Well, she didn't catch you in time.
Exactly. There you go.
Fuck.
Now, all the other stuff that I
About Little Debbie's.
all the other stuff I got in trouble for.
Oh my God.
But yeah, she didn't catch me in time to stop me. And she didn't even realize I had got that big until I was like 25 and we looked at the pictures.
25.
Oh,
no, I had like lost all the weight by then. Because by then I was placing it. I had lost. So we went back and you know how you go back and look at old family pictures. Yeah, she was like, I didn't know you was that big. I was like, I was in your damn house every day. You bought the size 22s. The fuck are you talking about? It is what it is.
She ain't the one that was eating the 20 Little Debbie's. You was. You should have caught yourself.
The school score had a lot to do with it. I'm just saying. Kimball High School did a number on your girl.
Well, what about running around outside? How about that? I
played softball. We were supposed to be big.
So shit, that's stationary. I played third base. Come on now.
I played outfield. Right. Right.
Well, ain't nobody hitting no ball out there, so you ain't moving. That's the problem.
Ding, ding, ding. Like Mo, duh. Ding, hello. Wow. What do you mean?
Wow.
Hello.
She was third. I was third base. I caught all the fouls. Stood up the whole time.
I wasn't playing ball. You don't typically hit the ball that far.
Yeah, shortstop. I just caught all the fouls and got them out. Ran, boom. I wasn't doing shortstop. They had to do too much stuff. Woo, boom, like
you see what I'm saying?
But the outfield, y'all was catching butterflies and stuff. I know. Y'all wasn't doing that.
Little Debbie's that was in my bra. I'm just
that's the problem. And that's the problem.
You hit it right on the head. I don't know why there you go. Hello. Them 2 little laps I had to run for practice every day was just fine for me. That was enough.
Miss Arbor, what did your mama? What your mama catch you doing, Miss Arbor?
She actually never has caught me doing anything. She did ask a question and I gave her the answer she didn't want, but other than that was it.
Well, you like an angel or some shit, because I just don't believe it.
As far as they knew I was. They know better now, but they still don't know details.
I do.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to just say this.
You only know some.
I can't cut more off. I can't cut more off.
I didn't know. I
can't cut more off. Look, I cannot cut her off. No.
Hold on.
I didn't know.
Y'all want to know something really interesting? Q, you rolled with me in high school.
See, so Bridget knows.
You know how I got down.
They don't know shit.
They don't know shit. However, I had a very interesting conversation with my mother the weekend after prom. Because prom weekend, I saw her Friday morning. I didn't see her again till Monday evening.
We must have went to the same school, because that kind of sound.
So I saw her Friday morning, didn't see her again till Monday evening. Now you gotta remember, our prom was on a Friday.
Yes, it was.
Got up Saturday, we went down to Kappa Beach. And then I come back Monday and she was like, you done turned 18, you done got you a little bit. over the weekend, you think you're a grown man now. It's like, okay, yeah. Here's the crazy part. I didn't even do anything prom weekend.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't do nothing prom weekend.
I got accused of a lot of stuff before I ever had seen a penis in real life.
Why is that, Miss Arbor?
Because I developed very early, and I was a daddy's girl. So I learned how to make drinks, and I learned how to serve the guys.
Make drinks.
So yeah, he taught me how to make drinks. I would have them drunk as hell. It was great. I was the baby bartender.
Between drink alcohol and Little Debbie's, hell, did y'all just sit and watch TV and go to the
Mo?
Hey,
Mo,
I learned how to put up a fence. I learned how to lay down tile. I learned how to fix cars. I was my daddy's shadow. So
y'all didn't play the creek. Y'all didn't go to the play in the park. Y'all didn't play kickball.
I did all of that.
But a lot of times, if there was a penis involved, if I was at the creek or the playground, I'm just saying. When I hit
there was not a penis involved for me.
What was he doing? Giving you a little daddy? And I just don't get it.
I was hoeing for Star Crunch. I'm just saying.
She was hoeing for Star Crunch.
I'm playing. I'm kidding. But
okay. Oh,
I was kidding about that. But
I learned,
like Denithia said, I got caught by other people's mamas. My mama never physically caught me in the act of doing stuff. So
yeah, I learned at a very early age how to handle men.
You're right, Denithia. Got it all.
Wait a minute. I didn't say I read books at Capitol Beach. I said I didn't do anything. I wasn't sexually active prom weekend.
Well, listen. Now, Mo,
y'all are funny.
Mo.
I was engaged at 18, so
now, Mo, if you remember,
that serves me well now. I know how to fix a man some drinks.
Yeah.
So,
I
Mo,
was engaged at 18, so prom night was great.
So, Mo, did your mom, God rest her soul, did she ever catch you doing anything?
No.
Besides drinking sweet tea, that's probably the only thing.
You know what? I believe that. Let me tell you why I believe that.
Let me tell you what I did. I was so, how I'm gonna say this? Reggie, help me with the verbiage. I was so above the children my age that I was like, what the hell is y'all doing? Get away from me.
So, in other words, let me break this down for the people in the back. Okay. Mo had her sneaky skill set on a high level at a young age.
Facts.
Okay. Well, because Reggie, my first not sit-in, my first demonstration, my first I was 9 years, my first march. I was in third grade.
I'm a second Reggie's definition with definition number 2 going.
I don't like y'all.
She was already grown as fuck, so she didn't need to get caught because she had done that already. Mama knew.
She was 45 at 6.
Exactly.
Because when I went to the march, Wilmington 10 March, 9 black men, 1 black woman accused falsely. Went to the marching, we shall overcome. We were singing James Weldon Johnson, lift every voice and sing. So the second stance is Stony the road we trod. And this chick next to me didn't know. And I said, where you come from? The hell, you don't know the second stanza.
You don't sit your 9-year-old ass down somewhere and quit.
Wait.
Making grown folks look bad.
Mo had the nerve.
I did. Because I was like, Reggie, I was like, why you don't know the second stanza? You can't be humming. Let's get this together.
Mo, everybody wasn't there when the song was written, though, Mo.
Hello.
So,
that's okay, though. They should have been. They should have been.
So this is the thing. Mo had the nerve to ask us if we didn't watch cartoons or something like that. This heifer was born with Jesus and has survived him and everything. Yeah. So you can't, your ass wasn't watching cartoons neither.
I was back there with Barney. I was back there with the Flintstones when they was there. yabba dabba do when they were starting the car with their feet. But I'm just telling you, I'm still here though.
We know
That's my
you.
nickname for my godmother.
We definitely know, Mo, that your ass is prehistoric. So we definitely know that. And we also know that Shimmy, when Mo was watching cartoons, them suckers was black and white.
They wasn't
Just like Lucy.
before they even put
Wait a minute,
the black
she
in
had
there,
the
they
early
was
ones
white.
that didn't have any words. It was just
Right.
little characters
They was
bouncing around.
drawings. They was
No.
drawings.
You mean the stick people?
No, Mo was watching stick figures on the cave wall.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's okay.
And you thought
we
she
gonna
was
run a little more.
doing
We gonna
good.
run a little more. Oh, he stopped. Wait, then he gonna run some more. Then he gonna.
And you
And that's
she
why he didn't get the little Debbie's. Because he was running.
all right. Enough of this. Enough of this.
No, plenty more of this.
Plenty
and that.
more because
Plenty more.
Mo is 5,000 years old. I swear to God.
And I read 5,000 laps too. 5,000 laps.
And the funny part about this 5,000 laps is the fact that I didn't run that many, and you ran that many, and we still managed to be the same size.
Oh, girl, no.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit.
Baby, I stopped it. Baby, I stopped it at 20.
You stopped.
I don't have to go to it. I don't go to a special magazine. I stopped it at 20. We can get it. We can get a 20 at Ross, Marshalls, Macy's. But when you gotta go to the special Romans magazine, oh no, that's not me.
A special order bra.
You know what? I tell Mo all the time. Mo, y'all. Mo knows so many people, y'all. Like no bullshit. Mo knows so many people, and the reason why people like Mo is because, honestly speaking, I promise you, God, outside my mom and a couple of my aunts, Mo is like one of the most honest people I know. I mean, one of the most honest people I know, and it don't matter what you say to her, it just bounces off. What's your sign, Mo? You a what now?
Aries.
She's an Aries, and
Aries women are great.
Yes,
you know, and that's one day their gifts. You know, honestly, being able to take the wiles of life and just say, boom, we good. You know, it don't matter, we good.
Today, and it's gonna be last thing I say. Today, I'm trying to get my seniors graduating. Some of them little sus Reggie. This one boy getting on my nerves. He in 11th grade. He talking about, so what do you have to do at graduation? I said, you don't need, assistant principal in the room. I said, you don't even need to worry about that, about graduation. Because you ain't gonna,
No, why are you hurting this little baby feelings?
He has a whole nother year to get it right, Mo. Don't do that to him.
No.
Oh, okay. And then I had to call. Then I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna threaten to call. Cause see, you doing 40 hours a week at Dairy Queen. He talking about.
Man, Dairy Queen tacos are the bomb if y'all haven't had them.
I don't eat Dairy Queen tacos.
You know what?
I'll take a blizzard.
We're gonna take a real quick 1-minute break. And we're gonna regroup ourselves, and then when we come back,
that's my baby. Because that's my baby.
Just fine in this group,
right? I'm like, ain't nothing gonna change in a minute.
What are you gonna say? What do you want?
We gonna come back the same ain't shit people we were when we left.
Arbor, what is he? What am I supposed to change my vernacular, my verbiage, my way of thinking?
I mean, it would be cool if you like came out a little bit ghetto and went off on him. I would love to see that switch pop. But yeah.
All right, so let's take a break.
He talked about my red lipstick and coochie, and I was like, ew. Take a
All right, y'all, we back. Again, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and hanging with us and all that good stuff. It's the MTG Mother's Day show. You guys know we do it a little bit different than everybody else because why? Because we want to. And again, we don't give a shit what you think about it. Make sure you, of course, check on next Wednesday night. Make sure you check us out. Happy Hour with Hendrix. My boy Hendrix is going to be on, of course. And then, of course, on next Thursday night, make sure you check out MTG Stupid It's Real. Even though it's not up, I believe, on June the 3rd, I believe it's going to be the After Dark season finale. After Dark is going on break because Arbor and I are tied. We tied. So After Dark season finale, June the 3rd. We're gonna bring you a dynamic show, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's gonna be the bomb. All right, y'all. So now we talking about mothers. We got the break out the way and all this good stuff. Real quick, I want to end the show on a really good and a high note, real quick, and I want us to give some of the greatest wisdom from our MTG moms. So I want us. I'm gonna start. Give you some. I want you guys to tell us or tell everybody just one piece of advice that your mama gave you that has stuck with you throughout your life. Just being, real, wise about it and letting everybody know, and maybe we can help somebody tonight with that. You just never know or whatever. So my mama gave me a whole lot of advice, but I think maybe the best piece of advice my mom gave me was to be careful how much you wear your heart on your sleeve. Sometimes you have to be careful about who you allow in your space. And it's not to dislike everybody, but sometimes there are people that are there for you in a season, and there are some people who are meant to expire from your life, whether it maybe by disagreement or just by simple growth. We all have to come to the realization that sometimes everybody's not supposed to be in your life. There are some people that they are meant to go through certain places and certain points and certain growth. But if somebody is not there for you all the way to the end, it don't mean that they don't love you. It simply means that your life is taking a turn. Your life is still growing and it's evolving. And as long as you evolve and you grow, you'll live. But the moment you stop growing, like Hendrix say, you'll die. And so my mom gave me that good piece of advice, not to wear your heart on your sleeve all the time. Sometimes, you gotta let it go. You just can't be mad, all the time at crazy stuff. Because my mom knew growing up, I always spoke my mind. I was pretty emotional, growing up. And so, without my pops around a lot, my uncles had to help mold me and help channel my emotions in things that I would not deem so sensitive. And you can't grow up back in those days, being all sensitive and crying every time somebody yell at you. The guys back in our day just wasn't having that. And so you want to be able to be more tough, whatever, then balance that out because men do cry sometimes. That we get hurt and we do cry sometimes, but don't be a person that's always crying. Get up and do something with them tears. Don't just be crying just because you're crying. And so, yeah, that's kind of the best piece of advice my mom gave.
Ooh, I'm so glad he went first. Go ahead, new next.
All right. I tell you one that it's gonna sound kind of harsh the way she presented it. However, it's a good piece of advice. A bully will only try to bully you until you hit them with a brick.
Oh wow.
Makes sense to
It
me.
sounds harsh. It sounds harsh. However, metaphorically, that brick can be anything that you use to get your point across. Most of the time, it has to
Mhm.
be knowledge, right? So when you hit a bully, because in corporate America, I'm a black man, and in the boardroom, I'm usually one of few, if not the only, black person. So when you get challenged by these people and they try to bully you, You hit them with knowledge and put them in their place and let them know you fucking with the wrong one.
Oh,
So when you do
Right.
this,
My mama.
when you do this, it makes you, it's not necessarily a physical actual brick. It's a metaphorical
right.
reference for make sure you have your shit together. So when somebody tries to challenge you, you can knock them down and take them over. Ain't no problem. That's
Right.
it. That's the best piece of advice. Because trust me, I done hit
Okay.
people with some metaphorical bricks, and I hit a couple people with some actual bricks.
And we know you hit somebody with their fist because remember that party? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just
Look
saying.
here, I'm gonna tell you right now. You mess with my family. There's two things in this
Yeah.
world you don't mess with: my money and my family. You don't mess with them two things. You mess with them two things, you're gonna see a totally different side of me. And trust me, the dude that messed with my sister, I think his jaw might be healed by now. And
Maybe, maybe not.
his buddy got a little piece too. It was three people, and it was only two punches from him. So
See,
I'll
that's
let you figure that out.
that's why I try to get. That's why I talk too much. That's why I talk too much because I don't want to get mad. Because if I do get mad, something bad gonna happen, and that's no joke. My mama just made me mad the other day because something went down and she didn't tell me. Why you didn't tell me, man? Because you stupid. That's why.
First of all, she ain't no man.
You,
She ain't no man.
Look at you. When you 16 and can break a bat, your parents know some things about you.
mm-hmm.
Your parents know a lot about you, apparently.
I
Need to
never
ask
mind.
questions.
Yeah, Miss Simmy.
Barbara, what's your advice, honey? What
You gonna skip over Simmy, Mom? You gonna skip over Simmy?
Shimmy's mama just gave a little deadbeat, so we're gonna come to her. We're gonna come back.
No. You know what, Mo? You
She didn't give them to me. I took them.
Well, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, Mo.
Who bought them at the grocery store?
My daddy.
Okay.
He has sweet tooth like me.
That ain't no sweet tooth when you 400 pounds. That's a sweet body. Come on, baby. Barbara, what was
sweet tooth, Chad? It was tasty. Okay. Okay. All right. So the best advice my mom gave me was
don't eat the cake, Eddie, baby.
That hurt my chest.
I can't stand y'all.
Oh goodness. Oh Jesus. Ooh, I need a fan. Oh my God.
Yeah, I got mine on.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
Go ahead, Simmy.
I can't do it. So anyway,
Go, Miss Barbara. Miss Simmy
so
can't. She can't get
if
it.
I can. So my best advice my mama ever gave me was, if he gonna be there laid up, make sure you get the rent money. Simple as that.
I have a question about that, but we'll
Go
move
ahead.
on. No, Barbara.
Ask your question.
You know you can get the rent. You know you can get the rent money without laying down with them, right?
True, but she said if you're gonna be laying up with them, make sure you get the rent money. You can get it without it. Not saying that you can't, but she said if that's what you're gonna do. Okay. Oh, and she also told me not to settle too. So that's probably why I'm not married either. But anyway,
not to what? Not to settle.
Don't settle. That's the best thing
I know,
she ever told me.
Ain't they horrible? Bridget, ain't they horrible? Ooh.
Bridget is the mastermind behind some of this foolery. Don't. Trust me.
She is my big sister.
She's the mastermind behind a lot of the foolery.
So, Miss Arbor, your turn.
Okay,
Can you give
so I have 2 moms.
Okay.
And if you know me, you already know how that shit works. So, bio mom, I would say her best advice happens now when she says date more than one. Adopted mom, I'm going to pretend this was advice and I'm going to tell you what I took from it. So I started my cycle for the first time ever. She handed me a box of pads because, you know, they came in boxes back then.
They come in boxes now too. Just got to find them.
She said, keep clean. So what I take that as an adult was she said to be concerned with my pH balance and to make sure it stays straight. So
You got that from
that
some
was,
box of pads?
that was, well, she didn't say nothing else. She didn't say nothing but keep clean. Like, we didn't have the birds and the bees conversation. She didn't tell me if I was dying or not. She handed me a fucking box and said, keep clean. That's it.
Makes sense to me.
I'm going to pretend like we had a whole ass conversation and she said, keep clean. And that meant to, you know, watch my pH balance. It's important.
Very important.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, shit.
Your adopted mother, was she of African descent?
Yes.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Why?
But
because I would have figured that for a European descent. But anyway, okay. Mo, your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go,
And
Mo.
I don't know after that. The pH balance in the pads. I don't know. Oh, the shit. The best advice my mama gave me was the phrase she always used whenever I said, "Hey, so and so said so and so," or "so and so did." She said, "Consider the source."
Exactly.
That's good, Mo.
Who was that?
So always, she said, "Consider the source." And whenever something, like if I'm reading something, I'm trying to get through some legislation, or I'm trying to understand something in the corporate world, or I'm trying to understand this, trying to navigate through this Hollywood thing. You know what she always said? She said, "Follow the money." So she would say, "Consider the source and follow the money." But when I started my menstrual cycle, she didn't say just keep clean and the pH balance.
Mine didn't say anything. The nurse tried to have a talk with me, and I was like, "Hell, I got 3 sisters. I'm good. Give me a pad so I can go back to class." Ain't nobody got time for all of this.
I thought I was dying.
I didn't think I was dying. I know exactly what was happening.
My sisters were 15 years older than me in that house, so they were already gone and grown, and I didn't know nothing about it.
The child said, "Keep clean."
Okay, so let's go ahead and
Is she still living to this day?
Because
we need to talk to
me and you are uncomfortable right now. I'll be honest.
Why?
With you.
You plan on having wives?
Because y'all talking about your menstrual cycles, and hey, look.
You plan on having wives and children, so I'm not.
Look here, I understand that, but that's like talking about going to the bathroom in public. That's something you don't do. At least not with men present.
Because I understand. Because as men, when you have sexual intercourse with women and you're dating them, they don't have menstrual cycles while y'all are dating them.
And it's not important throughout a marriage to understand your wife's cycle so that you know her moods during that time, how to deal with her emotionally during that time, and when to not ejaculate in her. So you don't have unnecessary babies.
Pause. Because I'm gonna put all y'all in your place right now. Look here. When you're dealing with your woman, it's a different story. I don't want to be hearing about all this vagina that I'm not in. I really don't care.
And whose fault is that?
His. Because he put all y'all motherfuckers on the show.
You holding him back. You is holding him back. Okay, you holding him back, Q.
I had to dodge that bullet, Q. I'm sorry, Q.
And Reggie, you did a darn good job on that one. I got
I was gonna say, I really want to high five you right now.
Right,
That
right,
was good. That was good.
It's time for encouraging words, everybody. It's time for encouraging words. We appreciate you all guys watching watching us on tonight, MTG Live, and
Oh, goodness.
catch us on next Wednesday night. Stupid is Real is gonna move to Thursdays while F-Bomb is off, whatever the case it is. That's gonna kind of free up a little bit on Mondays because my Mondays are a little bit more hard than they used to be because I work normal hours now.
You work
I work
hours your whole
normal
life
hours.
just at night.
Say,
No,
Arbor.
no.
Yes, ma'am.
Arbor,
That
so
ain't
what I'm
normal for me.
so what I'm hearing is it's all about him. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly.
I don't know why
So,
you haven't Mo,
exactly.
you've been on here long enough to know.
Yeah.
I was
So
ignoring him.
anyway, like I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. We should appreciate you guys watching the MTG Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys, all of the mothers that watch us. Happy Mother's Day to you. We love you. Honestly, we send you nothing but blessings, peace, love, positivity, happiness, all that good shit. Miss Mo Swag, since you just have to interrupt, give us our first set of encouraging words, and we'll go backwards, and we'll see you guys on next weekend. So, Miss Monique, go ahead, do your thing.
You know, my thing is always don't give up, don't give up. But my shout out is specifically to the motherless daughters who are childless. You are worthy. You are worthy. Oh God, you are worthy.
That's good, Mo. I love that. Miss Arbor, what you got for the mothers out there? And for all the peoples.
Okay, for all the females, charge your vibrators. My Mother's Day message to the ladies is for the ladies who have had miscarriages, stillbirths, and things of that nature. We're still moms. We're still moms.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that. Thank you, Miss Arbor. We should appreciate that. Thank you so much. Miss Shammy 2.0, what you got?
Y'all done had me over here crying because I'm one of them mothers. But Mother's Day is my least favorite holiday of all due to my past history of trying to be a mother. But I am a momty, which I'm a mother auntie, and I'm a godmommy. So shout out to all the mothers out there. Like Arbor said, to those of y'all that are like me, happy Mother's Day to you guys as well. We still make an impact somewhere in some child's life at some point in time. So, you know, we might not be official mothers, but we're a mother somewhere. So big shout out to you ladies.
Ma'am, we are official.
It takes a village. It does take a village.
We are official. Just because I have 2 kids doesn't mean I don't miss the 4 that are not here. So
right.
Hendrix,
what you got, bro?
4. It's crazy.
What you got? What you got?
I'm gonna just say this: while we're taking this time to celebrate our mothers, just remember those that have lost their mothers, and make sure you check on your friends that have lost their mothers. Because I know I got a couple buddies that one of his moms, she actually committed suicide like 2 days before his birthday in college. I have another friend whose mom died of cancer like the Wednesday before Mother's Day. So, and I have a cousin whose mom died when I was in the 3rd grade. He was in the 2nd grade. Think about them.
Wow.
Reach out to them and make sure that they're okay. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even if it's spending a little time with them, hell, I know my boys. Hey, look, go on swing through. Yes, Mother's Day, but guess what? You can get a plate too, baby. Come on through. So
that's right, Leverett.
Amen.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate all of that, man. I just threw up all of our information. Make sure you check us out on all your podcasts and
You
your.
said I just threw up.
Huh?
You said I just threw up.
I ain't saying
Yeah,
nobody
he
else.
threw up the information for the info that was.
Who says throw up?
I placed the information across the screen for you guys to see on how to follow us and making sure that you do that on every podcast source, every social media source. And I'm doing my best to talk properly from a
We
swag
can never have a
before
serious
I
moment.
cuss her ass out.
Reggie, why is he gonna use profanity to me?
Oh God!
Because like Reggie said,
You know what, y'all so wrong for that. That hurt my
Reggie say he ain't having it. He ain't in it. I ain't in it.
let me tell you something. Lab Miss Shimmy said you should celebrate Mother's Day.
I do with my mom. I do, and my family embraces me a lot. You know, they just try not to overwhelm me on Mother's Day, but we do get together and they give me gifts and stuff. You know, stuff still too. So
Absolutely, I would like to say, to all of the mothers who have honestly, like to the heart, have been abandoned some kind of way by their fathers. All of the mothers out there that did not have your dad growing up, it's really, really hard to raise, children, and you didn't have your dad there as a driving force, because especially if you have male children, male sons, usually, the grandfather can take some of the slack sometime, or an uncle, or things of that nature when daddy's not around. But see, I want to give a shout out to all the single mothers, because the thing is that raising your kids, no matter what sex they are, is hard as hell, especially when it's one income coming in, especially when it's one of everything. Now, I'm not saying that I celebrate single motherhood as a mantra, because sometimes there are some women out there who take advantage of shit that they're not supposed to. I'm talking about y'all mothers out there that really, really had good intentions and really set something up and wanted to be in a place where you thought that things were going to happen, and bam, you got your kids. And so all of you guys have your children. Happy Mother's Day to them. You're not their dad. Not happy Father's Day either. I'm saying happy Mother's Day, because do what you need to do for your kids. Thank you so much for taking your time out to do the best that you can, because after all, their well-being, their education, their spirituality, everything about them lies in you. And so I just want to say that happy Mother's Day, everybody. We love y'all. I guess that's about all. We've been on the hour 8, and we appreciate it. Y'all have a good night, and peace and happiness. See you Wednesday night with Happy Hour. Peace.
No disponible y siendo moda. Yo te quiero pero déjame. No me amas, eso se te ve. Y si sigues pues agárrate, que esta chica no la vuelva a ver. Yo te quiero pero déjame. No me amas, eso se te ve. Y si sigues pues agárrate, que esta chica no la vuelva a ver. Solo quiero ser